What is the best size silver bar to stack? I get this question quite a bit, so I felt like just putting an array of silver on my counter here to show you what each one looks like and why I stack what I do stack, what I personally am a fan of myself. We're going to go over in this video. If you find it valuable, I know I'm going to say it, hit the like button. Sorry, I'll get that out of the way, and subscribe. All right, we'll get that out of the way. But if you do that, we'd really appreciate it, but only if you find value in these videos. Let's get into it. So when you hear somebody talk about, let's drain the Comex, let's get a Comex bar, that is this bar right here. This is a 1,000-ounce bar, often referred to as a Comex bar. This is going to be your lowest premium. Not this bar specifically, but I grabbed one of my Comex bars from my collection to show what they look like. So this is a real Comex bar. This one is just from 1951. It is an old school New York assay bar, actually a government-issued silver ingot. So this has a lot of history to it. If you want to see the history on this, go to my Instagram, at Rob Soltan on Instagram. Shoot me a follow over there, shameless plug. But I do have photos of all of this stuff if you want to see more close-up photos of the things that I collect and the things that I buy and sell as well. This is the stuff that I'm after, and so you can see that on my Instagram as well when it comes to like vintage bars and collectibles and stuff like that. I also am a big stacker of just weight, but I also like vintage as well. But anyway, this is what a Comex bar looks like. This is what 100-ounce bars look like. So each one of these is 100 troy ounces. These are the more skinny ones. So this is more of a skinnier 100-ounce bar here. Each one of these weighs 7 pounds, a 100-ounce bar. And obviously, as you can tell, the skinnier ones stack up a little bit higher. And these are the, I really like the way the old Engelhard 100-ounce bars stack. So these are the poured 100-ouncers. Again, I'm a fan of the old school bars. Some people think we're crazy to be paying big premiums for old school bars. I happen to really like them because I know that Engelhard's out of production, Johnson Matthey's out of production. So when I go and I buy one of those old school bars, I know that they can't resurface. At the end of the day, it is 100 ounces of silver, but I like the history with it as well. Anyway, this is what 100-ounce bars look like. So this, I specifically chose to grab 1,000 ounces of 100-ounce bars to show what it looks like next to a Comex bar. Now, if I have to choose when I'm stacking weight, which one I'm going to go with between the 100-ounce bar and the 1,000-ounce bar, I'm going to go with the 100-ounce bars because each one of these, again, is 7 pounds. So if you could imagine, go to the gym, grab a 5-pound weight, 2 more pounds, you got a 100-ounce silver bar. Multiply that by 10, this is a 70-pound brick. Yeah. So if you can't lug, if you go to the gym and you go and you grab a 70-pounder, go and feel what that's like. That's what a 1,000-ounce is. It's a 70-pound weight. So if you are not capable of moving around a 70-pound weight, now you've decided on that front. I personally would rather have 10 100-ounce bars because these give you a hernia. But anyway, I've lugged quite a few of these around in my day, but it's nice to be able to have that divisibility as well. So the biggest factor is divisibility, and I would say divisibility and premium. Those are the two big factors here. And when I say divisibility, I mean, if you're going to sell this bar, you're going to sell the whole bar. So it's around 30 grand worth of silver when you account for premiums and stuff like that on just a regular Comex bar. So basically, you're going to go and sell it. And you can't just cut it in half. I mean, you could, but you're not, who's going to want a cut in half anyway? You have to sell the whole thing at once, and a lot of people don't take that into account when they buy their silver bars. They go, oh, I can get the lowest premium for a 1,000-ounce. Well, you're going to have to lug it, and you're going to have to be able to sell it. Also, it's very hard to ship a 1,000-ounce bar. I take it from experience. I do it, not as easy. These, on the other hand, if you could imagine, if you're choosing between a 1,000-ounce or a 10 100-ounce bricks, you can take one of these, say silver goes up to 100 an ounce, and you're like, okay, I want to cash out a little bit. You can take one or two of them, cash out one or two of them, and keep the 9/8 left. You see what I'm saying? So if you want that divisibility factor, in my personal opinion, the 100 gets the lowest premium with the divisibility factor as well. So lowest premium is going to be the 1,000-ounce. The lowest with the divisibility is going to be your 100-ounce, and that's why I'm such a big fan of 100-ounce bars myself. I'm always stacking them, always buying 100-ouncers. This here is a 50-ounce size class, which I'm also a big fan of the 50-ounce class as well. So here's another, obviously I'm going to shout out my old school vintage bars. So if you know what you're looking at, you know. Eventually I'll show pictures of this on my Instagram or something like that, but this bar is just unbelievable. The patina on it and stuff is crazy, but some people think we're crazy on the vintage world, but there's a lot of us out there that stack the vintage stuff. So that's what a 50-ounce class looks like. I'm a big fan of the 50s as well. I'm also a big fan of the kilo. A kilo is like, it's a pretty beautiful class, to be honest with you. So this is your kilo. Let me show you a little bit of a close-up. You're still going to get a somewhat lower premium when you consider what the premiums are going to be on the small stuff, but a kilo is going to be a bit of a higher premium than your 100-ounce or your 50-ounce due to being more divisible and more affordable to the masses. So that's what your kilo is going to look like. Kilos stack really well. I'm a big fan of kilos as well. So I grabbed, what is that, 5 kilos here. Each one of these is going to be 32.15 troy ounces. So 100 ounce, 50 ounce, 32.15 is a kilo. Then here I grabbed a stack of 55 of these 10-ounce bars that we just stocked up. These are little 10-ounce poured bars. I think in this stack here there's 55 of them. I know there's 55 of them rather. So this is, all of this here is one of these stacks of 100 ounces plus another 25 ouncer on top of it. So like about that, roughly. This is a little bit, anyway, it's about that. So that versus this big pile here is the different sizes. Now your higher premium is going to be your 10-ounce bar because more people can afford it, it's more divisible, and it takes more effort to actually manufacture a bunch of small 10-ounce bars. So that is where your premiums are going to go. When you're paying a premium of, say, right now, with silver down, where is silver right now? Silver's at $24.27, just giving silver away right now. That is just wild to me. I don't know about you out there. Post a comment. Let me know what you think about how low silver price is right now. I think it should be just astronomically higher than it is anyway. I digress. But when silver's at this price, the premiums go through the roof. So just because the price is low doesn't mean dealers and people that actually own silver are willing to sell it for that low price. Most people who own silver aren't going to be willing to dump it for spot price. They want a big premium because they know it's worth a lot more money than what that spot price says. So right now, 100-ounce bars are trading around like 4 over range, 4 or 5 over range because silver's so low. So you'll see these trading for around like 2,800, stuff like that, 28, 2,900, depending on where you're getting the 100-ounce bar. Same thing with 50-ounce bars. You're going to see that big premium as well. The premium is going to be a little bit higher for the kilo, but say the premium is $3-4, let's say for a 100-ounce bar. A 10-ounce bar is going to have a premium of something around like 5-6 when this is 4. See what I'm saying? The premium is going to definitely go up the lower the weight class. So when you go down, this is a 5-ounce bar here. So let's show you. Here's the difference between a 5 and a 10-ounce. The 5 is, again, going to be a bit higher of a premium, and then I grabbed a couple little odd weights over here, little 1-ouncers, 3-ouncers, and stuff like that to show you some of the odd weights. So basically, the more divisible you get, the higher the premium gets, the more you're going to pay over spot for your silver. Personally, just to get to the point, what I am interested in myself is a little bit of a mixture. I like to have some 10s around because, again, say you want to be able to have that divisibility and silver skyrockets, you could sell a few of your 10-ounce pieces. And also, you could probably ship these out pretty easy as well. Not probably, you can. They're a lot easier to ship than the larger weights, especially when you talk about a COMEX bar. It's intense. But 10-ounce bars, extremely divisible. You can move them around very easy if you put them in boxes, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it just basically goes, how divisible do you want your silver to be? And right now, I'm not talking about rarities or anything. I personally like the mixture of rare silver in addition to the weight as well. So that's why I like the 100-ounce class so much myself. It gives me the divisibility that I want, and at the same time, I get the lowest premium possible. So lowest premium is going to be your COMEX bar, lower premium, but still being able to be divisible, your 100-ounce bar. 50 ounce is close to the 100 ounce. 100 ounce is going to be a bit of a lower premium. And you got your kilo, your 10 ounce, your 5 ounce, and some odd weights, some little 1-ouncers over here. Hope this video helps you in some way. I just wanted to basically show what this all looks like. Yeah, it's clickbait. Yeah, it's all eye candy. So there's that. But at the end of the day, this is the real life comparisons of what each bar looks like. And just to, again, reiterate, what I personally go for myself is the 100-ounce bar. That is my favorite size class. If I had to choose one, I would choose the 100-ounce bar. I like to have a mixture, but say I had to allocate a certain amount in my portfolio, I personally would be like 80% in 100-ounce bars and then 20% in some smaller bars. I love the kilo class as well. Kilos are great, but that's where I am personally. That's where I would personally go when it comes to which size is the best. I do go to 100-ounce bars quite a bit. I gravitate towards them. They stack really nice. They're easy to move around, and it gives you that divisibility. Not as much divisibility, because when you have to sell one of them, you're selling $3,000, right? But if you had to sell one of your 10-ounce bars, you're selling $300. So that's kind of what the difference is when it talks to divisibility of it. You can have the ability to sell smaller increments, and for that, you pay the higher premium for it. I'm actually running a special on these ones specifically on the site. If you haven't checked out the new site, there's a bunch of places to get your silver online. But if you want to do business with me personally, I own Mineral Exchange. So mineralexchange.com is my personal site. Everything that I sell is XRF tested, which actually is a specific type of X-ray gun that tests each individual bar. So everything from me, I guarantee, is pure and is the real deal. If you want to do business with me, I do my best to have competitive pricing. So if you want to check that out, mineralexchange.com. If you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. But there'll be some information in the description down below if you want to show me some love. Really appreciate it. Again, hopefully this video provided you some value. If it did, please do. I'm going to say it. Smash the like button. I know. I'm such a sellout. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you at the next video. Signing out.